Have you ever looked up into the night sky and wondered whether those distant, flickering stars have their own planets orbiting around them? Every individual star that you can see with the naked eye is a part of the Milky Way galaxy, and it is estimated that on average there is at least one planet per star, meaning that there could be more than 100 billion alien worlds waiting to be discovered. A planet that orbits another star is called an exoplanet, and in the past 2 decades alone, more than 5,000 of these mysterious worlds have already been identified. They come in a variety of ways, from gargantuan gas worlds that dwarf even Jupiter, to icy hellscapes that exist at the fringes of their star's gravitational influence. Astronomers have even discovered exoplanets that exist within the habitable zone of their stars, perhaps making them suitable for life as we know it. The boundaries of what is possible in the universe seem to change every year, and with the help of advancing technology, we are finding exoplanets that are so extraordinary that only a decade ago, the existence of these worlds would have been thought of as impossible. Currently, we have only just scratched the surface of what is out there, so let's take a look at some strange and unusual exoplanets that have been discovered so far. 434 light-years away in the constellation of Centaurus is the magnificent but bizarre J1407b. This distant gas giant possesses one of the largest known ring systems in the galaxy, giving it the nickname the Super Saturn. The exoplanet is estimated to have a total of 37 rings that span nearly 75 million miles, or 120 million kilometers in diameter, making it more than 200 times larger than Saturn's rings are today. J1407b was discovered after it passed in front of its parent star, causing a series of complex brightness variations that blocked 95% of its star's light for 56 days. The detected light curve revealed the planet's enormous ring system, but also found that the rings had clear gaps, leading scientists to believe that small exomoons may have formed within the clearings. Why the planet possesses such a large ring system is unknown, but astronomers do expect that over a few million years they will become thinner and eventually form new exomoons before disappearing forever. 489 light-years away in the constellation of Methuselah is Koro 7b. One of the hottest rocky exoplanets ever detected. This blistering world orbits almost 60 times closer to its star than Earth does to the Sun, possibly causing parts of its surface to be covered with molten lava oceans. Koro 7b is tidally locked, making its day side permanently scorched with temperatures reaching 2000 degrees Celsius, which is 3600 degrees Fahrenheit. But on its night side, the temperature drastically drops well below freezing, keeping half of the exoplanet permanently frigid. Koro 7b is estimated to be around 1.5 times the size of Earth. But it has been suggested that the scorched world may have begun its existence as a more distant, larger gas planet, possibly something similar to our solar system's Saturn. However, over time its orbit eventually shrunk, and as a result the ancient exoplanet lost its thick atmosphere, leaving only the dead, rocky core that can be detected today. 5,600 light-years away, in the constellation of Scorpius, lurks one of the strangest exoplanets ever discovered, the nicknamed Methuselah. Officially known as PSR B1620-26b, Methuselah is the oldest known planet in the Milky Way galaxy, at an estimated 12.7 billion years old, making it 3 times the age of Earth. But what's incredible about this age is that the planet must have formed just a billion years after the Big Bang. Methuselah is 2.5 times the mass of Jupiter, making it a giant gas planet, and it bizarrely orbits a pair of ancient stars that are located just outside a huge globular cluster called Messier 4. The host stars are a part of a magnificent binary system. One is a violently spinning pulsar that is producing extremely powerful beams of radiation, while the other is the hot remnant core of an ancient star, and is likely the star that Methuselah originally formed around. Just 48 light-years away, in the constellation of Ophiuchus, is a strange exoplanet called Gliese 1214b. This world is said to be one of the most likely candidates for being an ocean planet, giving it the nickname the Water World. Observations suggest that its density is much lower than Earth's, possibly making it a rocky exoplanet that is covered in a thick mantle of water, which is then shrouded by an atmosphere of hydrogen and helium. However, Gliese 1214b orbits its red dwarf host star at a distance of only 1.2 million miles, which is 1.9 million kilometers, making its surface temperature much higher than Earth's, and likely forming exotic materials, such as hot ice and hot superfluid water. This means that Gliese 1214b could be a new type of exoplanet, a hot, steamy water world that is covered by a strange liquid hundreds, possibly even thousands of miles